Hello, my friends. Welcome back. I am going to work on a Mini Kit Monday project, and I'm also going to combine it with a challenge from Inspired by Memories, where I'm going to use mostly the color blue, and I'm going to try, let's see, will this come in well? Let's see. Do you see this sketch right here? I have to be inspired by the sketch, but not duplicate it perfectly. Heighten dimension and some kind of stitching. So that's what I'm going to be working on. I'm going to use this photo of my husband and myself, and we are just being total goofs, getting ready to, knowing us, run errands, but we're just being silly, playing with Snapchat filters. And I'm going to see what kind of blue fun I can put in here. And the rest of it, I'm just going to roll with it and absolutely see what happens. So come along with me. I will go ahead and fast forward the next bit of it so you don't see me faff around and flounder and try to figure out what I'm going to do, because I don't know what I'm going to do. All right, so let's see how it goes. Here we go. All right, so this layout came together really quickly, and part of the reason why is I had already cut out those 3x4 cards that you see under my hand right there on the left, because I was on the hunt for blue. That was, the big deal with this layout is how much blue can I get on with still making it interesting, I guess. My photo was just 4 quick pics from a Snapchat filter. So, and I just left them in a block. So that clearly made it really easy. And I left a really strong white border as well. And I went ahead and started by matting it with this really nice navy blue pattern paper. I had a 6x8 sheet, and it wasn't coming off the page quite enough. So I did go ahead and double mat it with this beautiful watercolor cocoa vanilla background paper, which was also a 6x8. I didn't have to cut into a 12x12 for that yet. Eventually I'm going to have to accept that I'm going to have to cut some of the 12x12s. So in using the sketch I decided to use, it had kind of a banner at the top, yet our instructions were to use the sketch as an inspiration, not do the sketch exactly. So with that in mind, I didn't use regular banners. I used labels. And then I did note that I wanted to use these 2 3x4 cards no matter what. So I'm just looking to get the placement that I want. And I end up making, there's nothing like on a wonky angle. They're just a little bit staggered. So this is like the main block with the photos and those really heavy 3x4 cards. Oh, look at how gorgeous that rainbow paper is on the back. I can't wait to use that. Okay, a little bit of a digress. I love that paper though. And I have 2 of each sheets in this collection. So I'm not going to run shy at any time. I just, love them. Okay. Anywho, now I have a lot of plans for my channel this month. So you're probably going to see a lot of Cocoa Vanilla because I'm really feeling this kit right now. So even when I'm done with whatever I'm planning for this series, I'm probably gonna keep going a bit. So my whole title for this layout will be It's Just Us, because it's just a photo or photos of my husband and I being a little bit silly, just on the way running errands, and yeah, the photos don't mean a whole lot. It's just for fun. You see that I chose the navy blue flare badge there. And I also do have those navy puffy alphas that are on the far left, but I don't end up using them. So that's just, yeah, they're there so I can remind myself that I have them, but they did not end up getting used. I did like this circle die cut. I don't know if it's supposed to be a wreath or what it's supposed to be, but it ends up being a really nice grounding spot for me to go ahead and stick my title in there. And you see right here, I'm going to put a little bit of foam inside that piece of flare, just so that it has something to attach to. That flare from this Cocoa Vanilla line, it has like a little denty center. It did come with like little foam inserts, but like a little foam pop dot, but when I took it off the packaging, it tore off and, you know, didn't want to fuss with it any more than I had to. So I am going to pop up this little word die cut that you see there, and I'm going to go ahead and put it partially on top of that banner. The banner is kind of cute. And no, this is not like it's any kind of award situation or whatever, but I don't know. I was in a aren't we cute mood, so that's what that ends up being about. And what else can I tell you? So I've been working through these rainbow challenges at Inspired by Memories. And it's can be really complicated when you're scrapbooking like in this monochromatic way. So I've done red, yellow, pink, and now blue. I haven't even looked yet to see what my colors are next, but it is really fun, but it's also super challenging to to limit yourself. And yes, I know I'm using pink letters, but I am limiting myself. Okay, so I was chatting with my son for a second, so let me get back to my real train of thought here. I did decide to go ahead and stitch in a few places on this layout because stitching was one of the rules. So I stitched around the heart, around that label, and I'll end up stitching a little bit on like the stem area. I don't even know what the body of the butterfly will end up getting a little stitching as well. And it didn't take long at all, but it adds a ton of dimension. So I don't know why I don't do a whole lot more. Anywho, so this is the blue layout, and I told you I did the red, the yellow, pink, and now blue. And the kind of cool thing about this Cocoa Vanilla collection is that there are so many like of these bright color tones, and there's a lot of each. So you could really do most of the challenges with just this collection. You see I put the little ticket in there, and I said on my last video how much I like to use little tickets, so I think it's a lot of fun when they add them into our collections. And these two butterflies that you see there, there were more butterflies in the die cuts, but I just chose to use the two blue because it's just my husband and I, so I figured that counts as two. And I did spend a bunch of time yesterday. There's a sheet in this collection that's all butterflies, and they are, there's like a ton of orange, ton of turquoise, navy blue, whatever. But I did spend the time cutting them all out. I just have to figure out what exactly I'm going to be doing with them. I have an idea for a layout, but I haven't quite decided where I'm going to go with that. This collection does make you want to spend some time fussy cutting or gutting papers or whatnot, because I really just want to see how far I can go with this. The only thing I don't know how I'm actually going to get used up is the ridiculously large amount of titles that come in the that word title pack. There is just an absolute ton. So this is where I'm going to go ahead and fuff around and figure out where to put the remaining bits on this layout. So I decided I needed just a little bit more color, even though we're doing the blue thing. So I went ahead and tore a few spots on this layout on the edges and scuffed them up so you can see the underside color. And then I backed them with a couple of the scraps that I had in this collection. So on the left and right, you can kind of see I have these navy blue on white hearts, and then I use something a little bit more colorful on the bottom section, just because the paper that you can see on the bottom that I scuffed up, that ended up being a navy blue spot. So I wanted to have your eye drawn to color in 3 different spots. So that's what you're seeing there. And I don't have a tremendous amount left to do on this layout. So I think I might be going live in just a moment. So thanks so much for bearing with me. This was so fun. All right, my friends, I finished up this mostly blue layout. I used the sketch and I did use stitching here. on my cute little butterfly here and around this heart here. And there was another part was you had to include dimension. And I don't know if I've ever made a layout without dimension. So that was an easy peasy for me. We weren't supposed to follow the sketch exactly, and I didn't, because that's rare for me as well. So my title is simply called Us. It's kind of a simple, cute, kind of lovey layout where my husband and I were just running errands and being silly or whatever, and threw on a snap filter and clowned around a little bit. So it's a tiny moment, not a big deal, but for me, lots of fun regardless. So I hope you like what I did today. Be sure to like, subscribe, leave me a comment, and then down below there are links to all the fabulous friends that we have that are part of our Mini Kit Monday group. And then, oops, sorry. And be sure to go over to Facebook. I'll try to leave the link and join our group and join in on all the fun and friendship and all the good stuff that we have going on there. And also, there is a monthly prize and occasional pop-up challenges, so it's really fun. All right, I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.